What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about Battle World and what you have to do in order to prepare for Battle World. This new game mode has requirements like 7 yellow stars in certain characters, like 2 diamonds on certain characters, so you want to make sure that you start gathering those resources in order for you to activate them in case it's necessary for this new game mode. Battle World will have different difficulties, it will have a lot of different missions with a lot of tags, so this is definitely a game mode that is more for the veteran players. But if you organize with your alliance properly, if you are using the right teams, you should be able to progress at least throughout most of them. We have an announcement that Null is going to be a playable character at some point in time. And I'm going to try to break down with the knowledge that I have with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes to help you understand how Battle World works and what you can expect. At the end of the video, we're also going to talk about some of the teams that you probably should start considering getting up, because they are going to be crucial for you to complete Battle World. So, as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. Make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so this is a new section on marvelstrikeforce.com. You can find this by pressing on your profile, and then here on the feature, you press on Battle World. And here we have some of the information about Battle World. It's going to require you to have level 75. It's going to be 6 days and it happens every single week. So I really hope you enjoy this. And on the last day, we're going to face Null. And this is going to be a big bad boss where your entire alliance has to attack him. So he has like 1 bajillion health, so you have to beat it. Now, Null is not going to be playable for now, and this might take like 6 months or even 1 year to unlock this guy, because that's the way it was in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and Battle World is pretty much a copy from that. And some of the characters there were extremely powerful, absolutely powerful, and these are to the same level of Mephisto or Apocalypse, right? It's really powerful characters, but it takes a long time for you to unlock. Moving on, we have here some pictures of the battle. The rewards are going to include purple ISO weight for your entire alliance. This is good or not. Now, you might not know, but we have different levels of ISO weight coming. It is already on the website and it's already on the data mines that ISO weight purple will be like ISO weight blue. It will have 3 different levels. Is this how the ISO weight blue level 4 or purple level 4 will be released, or purple level 5? I don't know, it might be the case, but once again, we already have confirmation and even the files with the pictures of these new levels of ISO weight coming in the future. One thing that we don't have about on this website is about moments, right? Moments 1 year ago or at least 6 months ago, we had this teaser video from Scopely, what they are working on and so on, and they show moments being related with Battle World, and now we don't have any information on moments. From what I know, moments are still coming, but it's going to be a more complex progression system, and depending on how they implement it, you can apply 3 moments to your team, right? And certain characters will get buffs. I think this is going to be like Datacrons on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which might be a little bit problematic, but we will see how exactly Scopely is going to implement this. Okay, now we're going to take a look at each of the screenshots and try to explain how this works. So as you guys can see, we have the Battle World map, and this is the one with Null, right? So now we are facing Null, but in the future we might face a different character. And if you didn't face Null in the past, you might not be able to face Null in the future, but you can still unlock Null with some kind of currency. This is right here, these coins, this is the Battle World currency. And as you guys can see, we're going to get ISO weight blue or ISO weight purple, depending on the difficulty to which you are facing. Now, because Battle World is introducing purple ISO weight, I'm expecting the level 4 and level 5 of ISO weight purple to to come much faster than the Isoway to Blue level 4 and level 5 came, because yeah, it took a very long time to get that extra Isoway to Blue level 4 and level 5, but with this, Scopely has no reasons to hold back, let's be honest. Moving on, let's take a look at the world. So this is the entire zone of Null. So this is the yellow part that we see right here. And it's divided in 6 different sections. And each section will activate each day. So from what I understand from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, every day you get a different zone. And you have to reach a certain point cap. If you reach the point cap, you get extra points, you get extra rewards. If you don't reach it, well, better luck next time. Gear up your characters more, well harder, right? I think here is going to be the same. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. If you play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes to a higher level than I did, let me know that in the comments below. But yeah, I think that each day you'll face one zone, and if you don't reach the certain thresholds that you have to clear, then you are not going to get as many rewards. We'll see about that. Now, one thing I guess for sure is that you need to clear all of them in order to face Null. And then on the last stage you can use any character to face Null. Each day you have to use certain types of characters. We're going to take a look at that in a second, which are the best teams for you to use. And it's going to require your entire alliance to participate. This was something that we were not sure if just certain players could do it or not, but no, you actually need your entire alliance to participate in order to max out the amount of points you get. So now you have the zone 1, so this is going to be this first zone here, the yellow section. This is going to be the first day. These are the requirements that we have. And right now in the game on the data mines, we have different restrictions for zone 1 and for zone 5. The other zones do not have these restrictions, but zone 1 and zone 5, they have restrictions like 70 All-Stars characters, level 75, gear tier 15. On zone 5, instead of that, you have like gear tier 18 and gear tier 19. So this is definitely going to be a limiting factor, is having enough Crimson gear to apply to some of these characters. Okay, so first section, City, Cosmic, Spider-Verse, Cosmic again, and then we have Astral and Pegasus. Astral supposedly is the next team coming to the game. According to Boilan, this is going to be related with the Shadow King, and according to some rumors, Sentry is still coming. It's just not going to be a legendary team. It's probably going to be a team like Illuminati, right? A team that has more than just 5 characters. And Sentry is going to be an epic, pay-to-win, super mega wall character. So expect that to come in the near future. Then we have the special ops, and these special ops, they are not playable. The only thing you do, if you take a look in-game, you just open the special ops and then you drop characters. You just drop like this. You put the characters there and you send them for a mission, and you can send a total of 10 characters. You always want to bring the characters that are like the highest level. And I'm not sure if the synergies matter. Once again, if you play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, let me know if the synergies matter or not. But usually you just send your bigger characters of that specific tag. Because like I said, it's going to require 70 All-Stars and certain gear tiers for you to join and put those characters there. If you don't have enough characters, well, you're gonna send like 7 out of 10 or something like that. So you can still participate, you just cannot participate to the full extent, which might not even be required, by the way. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Okay, we'll have to explain this. So here on City, this is going to be a zombie-like game mode, right? You have multiple waves of enemies coming, and you have to clear them. And each wave you clears, the enemies will get stronger and stronger. So you want your free-to-play players, your weaker players of your alliance, to attack first. So after you can clear it with your veterans and with your whales, because the difficulty gets very, very high at the last levels. We'll see how much difficult it's going to be, but there will be a difficulty slider. So even if the waves are not like super hard on the first day, after you clear all the difficulties and unlock the last difficulty, it might be like super tough. So keep that in mind, because for sure the difficulty will ramp up quite fast. Let's move on. So this is the special operations. Like I was saying, you press on this plus and then you are going to deploy a bunch of characters. Each player can deploy 10 characters, as you can see here at the bottom. And this is 8 slots, 8 stages, 8 nodes, 8 missions. And 8 missions multiplied by 30 characters, that's going to be 240 characters. So this means that your entire alliance has to deploy characters here. If you don't have those characters, well, you are not going to be able to reach this goal. So you can see that if each player only deploys 5 characters, you can only get like halfway through or something. This is why it's going to be important to have certain characters at 70 all-stars, 700 stars. You actually need 10 of them for this. So the restrictions are going to be painful. So make sure you save your Crimson Gear, your Diamonds, and your Dark Diamonds to unlock specific characters. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. So we have this fight with Null. This is on the last day. This should be on Saturday, I'm going to assume. And it's going to require all kinds of characters. I'm not sure if this is going to last for just one day or not. But you can see that there are no restrictions. And while on Zone 1 and Zone 5, you require 70 All-Star characters and 2 Diamond characters and Gear Tier 18 and 19 characters, against Null, you can just pretty much throw everything at him and try to destroy him, right? It's really, you have to use all your characters, right? Something I didn't mention is that each day you can only use the same character one time. So each day you can only use Super Scroll here one time, then Super Scroll here you can use again on the second day. So each day you can use the same character one time, but not repeat. And if you send a character to the special ops, you cannot use that character for the other missions, right? So if you use, like, for example, Spider Society here, you cannot use Spider Society on the Spider-Verse node. So this is something that you have to be careful with, because sometimes you're going to limit yourself because you send a character by mistake. And on the last section, this is going to be where you can use all characters, right? You can only use them only once. But yeah, you can use them. If they die, they die. But sometimes you want to use them just to burn the abilities of Null. As you guys can see, he has long cooldowns. This one has 10 energy. This one has 5 energy. So for sure that sometimes you'll just want to throw a team at them just to suck the ultimate abilities. Moving on, this is where you're gonna select to attack Null. This is where we'll see the progress. The progress should not be updated right away. And I think, I'm not sure, you guys let me know if you play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, if multiple people can attack at the same time. You can see that completing this, you're gonna get 60,000 points, which is like massive, right? This is going to unlock all kinds of rewards, so yeah, it's gonna be definitely very good. Moving on, we have the rewards for clearing the difficulties. So once again, the difficulties are related with each of the zones and with each of these sections. Is it going to increase the difficulty of Null as well? Yes, it's probably going to increase the difficulty of Null as well. And yeah, you might be able to beat him on the lower difficulties, but you might not be able to beat him on the last difficulties, because this ramps up quite a lot. So you can see right here, plus additional 25 levels, plus additional 5 gear tiers, plus additional 6 red stars, 6 yellow stars, and so on, and Alti-Force on all abilities. So this is going to be definitely a big deal. And you get a nice chunk of purple isolate and purple ions and T-Force. T-Force, people always complaining about T-Force. And yeah, this Battle World gear, this Battle World currency might be the one that you need to unlock Null, unlock more purple isolate, and so on. So yeah, that's the information that we have from the website. Now, let's take a look at this spreadsheet that I put together. And this has all the teams that you need in order to beat Null. Okay, we're going to actually make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so there we go. Now, taking a look at these teams, once again, on Zone 1 and on Zone 5, there are restrictions like having characters at 70 All-Stars and even with 2 diamonds, which is going to be a big deal. So, for example, here we have Hero Mystic, Night Stalkers at 70 All-Stars, probably not, but you might have your new Warriors at 2 diamonds, and that's the team that you want to prioritize. We have different situations. For example, here, Bio Mystic skill, you can use Black Order or Annihilators. Once again, if there are 70 All-Stars restrictions, you might want to invest on these older teams to progress. Or you just want to use some kind of very super hybrid team. But yeah, the amount of yellow stars and red stars is going to definitely impact how much you progress here. So some of the teams that you might want to consider, we have Sinister Six, for Zone 1 for City. Once again, remember that you can only use the same character one time. And then you have to use Spider Reverse. So you can use or Spider Society or Hive Mind. But be careful with that because you cannot use both teams at the same time, one or the other. Cosmic, Black Order or Infinity Watch. And then you have Cosmic again, so you might want to consider Nowhere and then Annihilators. Once again, if it has a 70 All-Stars restriction, you definitely want to invest on your Nowhere a little bit higher to make sure that you can get through this. On the last mission, we have Pegasus and Astral on the website, but we have Orcish in-game. We'll see after the maintenance which one will be, but I don't think it will be Astral because, I mean, the team is not released yet. And this new game mode is coming like in 2 weeks max. So yeah, we'll see. But it's definitely interesting that Scopely wants you to build your Pegasus. On Zone 2, this is going to be on Tuesday. We have Mercenaries. So we're going to use Mercs for Money. We have Villain Global. We can use Cabal. We can use Darkhold. They have a lot of Villain Global. And we also can use Weapon X or Dead Seed, for example. Bio and Asgard, we have Undying. We have Super Scroll, we have Nova is also Bio, and Asgard we have Vala, we have Hela, we have Infinity War Thor. So for example here, you don't have to use Undying, you can also use Nowhere. It seems like Nowhere is going to be useful on multiple attacks. Then we have Mutant. Mutant, you can use any Mutant, so once again, if you didn't use Weapon X, you can still use Weapon X. If you did use Weapon X, then you have to use Extreme X-Men or Astonishing X-Men, any kind of X-Men team, let's be honest. Then we have, once again, Pegasus and Orcish. Once again, this is just placeholders for now. At least Pegasus, it seems like it's confirmed, but Orcish, we'll see if that will be the case or not. Zone 3, this is going to be on Wednesday. We have Bio Mystic Skill. So this can be Black Order or Annihilators if you want to use full teams. But once again, you can also use Super Scroll or Mephisto or Odin if they match the amount of yellow stars and red stars. That's one thing that you have to remember. Even if you have Mephisto, even if you have Odin, if you don't have the right amount of yellow stars and red stars, you are not going to be able to use those characters here. So keep that in mind. Global, Epic, Legendary, we can use Illuminati, but you can also use Extreme X-Men. You can also use different characters. You don't have to use all the tags, you just have to use some of them. At least that's my interpretation from it. Then we have Global Hero and Controller. Here we can use Wakanda, X-Men, Mercs for Money. And once again, we didn't use them on the previous, we used them on the previous day, but here we can use it again, that's fine. Spider-Verse, we have Hive Mind, Spider Society, we also have Sinister Six. Zone 4, this is going to be on Thursday. This is going to be probably the most difficult zone because we have so many mutants, right? So we have X-Men Alpha Flight, then we have X-Men, we can use Extreme or not. Then we have Hero Mutant and Brawler. So this means you can use Mercs for Money and Super Scroll. I think that's going to be interesting. Then we have Horseman, MSF Original and Apocalypse. You have to be careful here because Rogue, she's a Hero Mutant and Red Hulk is a Brawler. So you don't want to waste those characters there, and then you don't have to use them on Mission 4. Mission 5, once again, Pegasus and Orcish. We'll see if this gets updated or not. Zone 5, this is on Friday. So this is a full week job. Full week job. We have Zone 5 City Support, so this is going to be Hive Mind. Then we have Hive Mind or Spider Society, let's be honest. Then we have Hero Global and Hero Cosmic. This can be Alpha Flight Illuminati or Extreme X-Men or Astonishing X-Men, anything like that. Villain Tech. So we have Sinister Six and Orkish. We have Hero Mystic. Hero Mystic, we have New Warriors and Night Stalkers. But we can also use Val or Asgard or Odin. But remember that this Zone 5, it has a 7-star requirement and might even have a 2-diamond requirement and Crimson Gear. So keep that in mind. And then the last one, there is a Mission 6, but I'm not sure what this is. Then the Zone 6 is going to be on Saturday, and this is going to be when we face Null. So this is going to be exciting to spice up your weekend. In terms of the special ops, there are 3 difficulties right now, and this is not even having into consideration the other 5 difficulties, by the way. So this is a difficulty on top of difficulty. And the restrictions we have right now, it's level 75, gear tier 15, and 7 yellow stars. So, I mean, this is going to be a big deal for sure. But now we have an impression of what's going to be necessary for you to do and which teams we are going to require, right? Once again, I would strongly recommend that you pay attention to the game right now. And we have this event for Oath, where you can get a bunch of diamonds. I think so. You can get these candies, right? And with these candies, you're going to be able to get different diamonds for different characters. Make sure that you get as many diamond credits as possible, both the silver diamond credits and the dark diamond credits, because once again, if you need like to push your Nova or your Scroll to make sure that they have the requirements, you really want to make sure that this will be the case. And as soon as you get up these characters, make sure you start saving your dark diamonds for the next version of Battle World, because for sure it will require a new set of characters, and then once again you have to upgrade these characters with the same restrictions and so on. So yeah guys, that's going to be the video. Battle World coming to the game, very exciting. Once again, this is going to require your full alliance to a certain degree, and it will have a lot of restrictions. It will require different sets of gear, gear tier 18, gear tier 19. It will require the high levels, it will require diamonds, it will require 7 yellow stars. So make sure you're saving your resources, make sure you are paying attention to the teams. Also make sure you save your centerpiece uniques in order for you to be able to get up characters in case they'll become necessary. And allow your free-to-play players to attack first, so you can attack after, right? Make sure everyone can participate, have fun, and have a challenging experience throughout the week. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, make sure you smash that like button. And if you found the video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. And I'll catch you guys later.